Hello, everybody. I'm Rand Northam, the Interim Communications Manager.
And I'm Maurice Jones, the Town Manager for Chapel Hill.
So, the town of Chapel Hill Town Council has held two business meetings in the month of February and one so far in March. And we wanted to bring you an update on those meetings and what has taken place so far. And of course, COVID-19 begins each and every meeting for the Town Council, updates on the progress. And so far, Mr. Jones, the progress has been good in recent weeks. Focus on vaccines, promising numbers, but of course we know that we're not to the finish line yet, and we want to encourage everybody to stay the course right now.
Yeah, Brianna, that's a really good point, and it's amazing how quickly things have changed. I mean, from the end of January, beginning of February to today, and the tenor of our discussions have certainly changed with the council over that period of time. We have seen some significant movement in the right direction here in North Carolina, and especially here in Orange County, and the town of Chapel Hill just recently went back into the green, which indicates that folks are working really, really hard to keep the number of infections down. Our infections have been going down steadily. The positivity rate has been going down steadily, and folks are feeling a lot better about where we are as more and more folks are becoming vaccinated within our community, and are being careful still about wearing masks and keeping our distance from each other, and of course washing our hands. It's the common themes that we've talked about since the beginning of this pandemic last year.
Of course, another topic that came up for the council is the budget process. The initial budget public forum was held during one of the February meetings, and that really officially kicks off budget season for the town council and town staff. There will be multiple opportunities coming up for the community to weigh in on what they want to see the council and town staff work on for this budget coming up this year.
Absolutely. That was the first opportunity for the public to kind of weigh in on what generally their priorities are for the next fiscal year, for fiscal year 22. Of course, we've been working on the budget since last calendar year as a staff, and began some really important discussions with the council at their retreat back in February as well. And so we've got a couple of work sessions scheduled with the council on March 31st and April 14th to talk about the budget and better understand what the council's priorities are before I present the manager's recommended budget on May 5th. And then we'll have a series of public hearings and workshops that will take place after that to hear from the council and also hear from the public as we move towards approving the budget in June. Folks can learn about the budget, learn about all of those dates at our website, www.townofchapelhill.org/budget. And we certainly do encourage folks to go there, read about the budget as we're putting new information up as we go through the budget process. And then we do, of course, encourage folks to tune into the work sessions and hear what council's talking about and their priorities, and then also to participate in the public hearing as well later on this spring.
One other financial item that came before the council recently was that of 2/3 bonds issuance. There's a process that the council has to go through before that actually takes place, but the council was formally introduced that and introduced a meeting coming up for this 2/3 bonds. The council or the town has not actually seen an issuance of 2/3 bonds in a little bit of time now.
Yeah, two-thirds bonds are bonds that they're general obligation bonds that can be issued in an amount no greater than 2/3 of the reduction of the general obligation bond principal for the immediate preceding year. So for an example, if you paid down $3 million in what's called GO, general obligation debt, in the previous year, you can then issue $2 million in general obligation debt in the subsequent year. So that's where we find ourselves in a position in which we can issue some 2/3 bonds. They are not required to be part of a referendum. And so we did have a discussion with council over a couple of council meetings about those 2/3 bonds and wanting to utilize those to help pay for some maintenance issues that we have. We have fallen behind in our street maintenance and paving. It has been something that we've reduced in the budget this year, for instance, because of the concerns about the effect that COVID was having on our budget. So we've advocated using the general obligation bonds, putting $1 million towards street repairs and repaving, and then also $200,000 towards sidewalk repair as well. And then in addition to that, we are paying for a new fire truck out of those bonds, and then also putting money towards helping to improve the conditions in a couple of our parks. Cedar Falls Park, the tennis courts there desperately need to be resurfaced and repaired. And then we're also looking to repair the tennis courts at Hargraves, and then also improve the baseball field at Hargraves. So a couple of really important maintenance issues that we needed to address, and that we will be able to address with the 2/3 bonds.
Lots of important work being done by the council and by town staff. Of course, you can catch up on all of these and other items that have been covered on our website. Until next time, we ask that you spread kindness and not illness. And of course, thank you for watching.
Take care.